Here we are getting ready for another season. So, first thing is first, we gotta get through training camp. So, with that being said, we're gonna go down and across, and we're gonna get through training camp. Now that training camp is over, let's get to seeing what the schedule looks like. And last year, right off the bat, we saw a Green Bay game, so that was a no-brainer. And then now, obviously, we got a Giant game early. So that's the first two. Then we got Rams, Panthers, Titans, Jaguars. That's the first six. And then we got Texans is 7, Cowboys is 8. So we'll get to basically the Colts game, and that'll be the halfway point. And then from there, we'll see who we want to play and that kind of stuff. I feel like we always play the Giants, though. We're at the halfway point game against the Cowboys. I was actually thinking we haven't played them since we became division rivals. We are 3-4, one game out of first place. Even though we lost 2 straight, we got to get that figured out very quickly. In terms of individual stats, we have 627 yards, 2 touchdowns, 117 attempts, 5.3 average, 89.5 a game, and 0 fumbles. So apparently he finally grew up and learned to hold on to the damn ball. We have 10 receptions, 151 yards, 15.1 average, 21.5 a game, 0 touchdowns. That's something we're going to have to improve on. And let's just get back to the task at hand. I'm clearly going to call this a sim year. So we will get to the 49er game. Well, we're not going to get to that game. We're going to sim past it. So let's get to simulating. We're here at the end of the regular season. Obviously, we're going to be in the playoffs, but I want to see how we got to that point. We finished 9-7, and we won the division. We were middle of the pack all year, so I'm happy that we were able to pull it off. In terms of individual stats, we finished with 1,522 yards, 14 touchdowns, 256 attempts, 5.9 average, 95.1 a game, 4 fumbles. And then we had 22 receptions for 213 yards, 9.6 average, 13.3 a game, 1 touchdown. So receiving stats went down, but we did have a really good year in terms of rushing touchdowns. We're going to simulate that first game against the 49ers, and it looked like we took the L. I mean, I'm not really sad about it because we made the playoffs last year, and this is the second straight year. And I remember when we took over, that first year was brutal. So now, in terms of the rest of February, we won an award because, I'm not going to keep playing the Pro Bowl every year. I want to go see what that award is that we won. And so, obviously, we know it's going to be the Pro Bowl, but yeah, we make our 3rd straight Pro Bowl. We win running back of the year for the NFC and running back of the year for the NFL. And I figured we would because 14 touchdowns back in this time is a lot. I'm surprised we didn't win like Offensive Player of the Year or something because 14 is a lot. I know LaDainian had that year where he had almost, 20? But yeah, back in the day, bro, they used to use the running backs for 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and that was it. So now the next thing I want to do is basically just sim because I think we got 2 more years with the Redskins. And I just had my most successful, even if we only finished devil's advocate, 5 Pro Bowls. Shoot, we had what? All of them right now. All right, so we are going to go down and across, and we're going to simulate this off season. The off season is over. I want to see what we did as a team. Hopefully we ain't draft a young running back because, you know, they be so ready to replace dudes. So let's simulate training camp as always. Now that training camp is over, let's get into the most important part of our little process. And that's just looking at the schedule and who we got. Damn. We got the Jets early. That's the first 3. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 8. So what I'm going to do is this, and we're going to go to the Falcons game. That's going to be halfway point of the season. Damn, that Jets game probably would have been fun to play. But like I said, man, I ain't trying to play every game for a 10, 12, 15-year career. That's crazy. We're at the halfway point of the season, and I just want to see how the season has been going so far. We are 4-4 every single year. We're like middle of the pack. I don't know what it is. I don't know. In terms of individual stats, we have 680 yards, 3 touchdowns, 131 attempts, 5.1 average, 85 a game, 0 fumbles. We have 10 receptions, 136 yards, 13.6 average, 17 a game, and 1 touchdown. I mean, these stats are okay. I mean, it doesn't look like what we was doing last year, but it's all good. And then I'm going to just simulate the rest of the season. Like I said, these are my sim years. Last one and this one. We're here at the end of the season. Like I said, we're running through, simulating everything. And we finished 8-8. So for the first time in a couple years, we didn't make the playoffs and we finished 500. In terms of individual stats, we finished with 1,546 yards, 10 touchdowns, 270 attempts, 5.7 average, 96.6 a game, 2 fumbles. That's probably one of our better seasons in terms of fumbles. So we had 21 receptions, 299 yards, 14.2 average, 18.6 a game, 3 touchdowns. 18.6 sounds crazy, bro. Then you remember it's a running back. So we're going to simulate. That's the only thing left to do. Literally missed being well, I can't say we missed the playoffs. I was going to say we missed being a winning team by 1 game. So as we simulate through, of course, we make the Pro Bowl again, and I'm not going to play that. So let's simulate the rest of February. We won another award. So I'm going to go look at what award that is. Obviously, it'll be the Pro Bowl. And so we look. That's another strong season, though, really. Got 2 years left. So this time we win the Pro Bowl, which is our 4th straight, and then we get NFC Running Back of the Year. So, I mean, I guess that's okay. I'm just excited that basically every year he's going to be a 1,500-yard back. And I think, we've done 4 years? Or is it already 5 with the Redskins? I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the all-time record because I think it was like 7,000 something. And then like 79 touchdowns, I think it was when I looked it up. So I do believe we're getting close. By the time we come back and we start looking at next season, I'll probably have those official numbers. But for right now, May, June, July, we're going to get through this off season. And there it goes, the end to another video following John Larsen on a journey from West Hempstead to UCLA and eventually the NFL Hall of Fame. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.